Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Learn with RITHVIK. In today's episode, we're gonna learn about computer, history, and generations. Without a further ado, let's get right into it. Computer history and generations. Concept of counting. The computer is an electronic machine that has touched every aspect of our lives, making our work faster, easier, and well organized. We rely on computers for most of our daily work. Computer has its own history. It has been a combination of efforts and ideas of many people from all over the world. The concept of counting started with the existence of human beings. In the ancient times, people used to count with the help of stones, pebbles, bones, sticks, figures, toes, etc., and store the information by making marks on the walls, pillars, rocks, etc. In the course time, it became difficult to do bigger and complex calculations with such objects, so people started thinking of some kind of device which could make the task easier. Thus, the first calculating device, abacus, was invented. Early calculating devices. Abacus. Abacus was the first calculating device invented about 5,000 years ago by the Chinese. Simple calculations like addition and subtractions were performed using abacus. It is still in use in different parts of the world. Napier's bone. In 1617, a Scottish mathematician, John Napier, invented a calculating device called Napier's bones. This device is a set of rectangular rods marked with numbers on them. It was meant for simple calculations like addition, subtraction, multiplication of numbers. Later on, it was improved to perform division and to find the square root. Pascaline. In 1648, a French mathematician named Blaise Pascal invented the first mechanical computing machine known as pascaline. It consisted of a box with movable gears that could add, subtract, multiply, and divide the numbers easily. Lebanese step regner. In 1692, the more advanced calculating machine named step regner was developed by German mathematician Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz. It could perform all four basic mathematical operations. Babbage's analytical engine. In 1822, a mathematics professor of Cambridge University, England, Charles Babbage, developed a machine known as difference engine. It could perform mathematical operations automatically. However, in 1833, Babbage had a better idea and he stopped working on the difference engine and started designing another machine called analytical engine. It had five key features, that is, input device, storage unit, processor, control unit, and output device. All these five features are found in today's modern computers. Therefore, Charles Babbage is also known as the father of computers. Tabulating machine. In 1890, Herman Hollerith, an army engineer, invented a tabulating machine. This tabulating machine was used in census to count the population of the USA. It gave a quick count of the US population. The use of the tabulating machine was so successful that Hollerith formed a company that later became famous as the International Business Machine, or IBM. The first electromechanical computer, Mark I. In 1944, Professor Howard Aiken built the first electromechanical computer named Mark I. It was 51 feet long, weighed 5 tons, and used a typewriter for input and punched cards for output. This device was the first computer in real sense. The first electronic computer, ENIAC and UNIVAC. John Mauchly and John Presper Eckert together built the first successful electronic digital computer known as ENIAC, Electronic Numerical Integrator and Computer. It was operational in 1946. ENIAC was 10 feet wide and 100 feet long. It occupied 1800 square feet of area and could perform 5,000 additions per second. In 1951, John Mauchly and John Presper Eckert developed another successful computer known as UNIVAC, Universal Automatic Computer. It could handle both numeric and textual information. It was the first commercial computer delivered to a business client, US Census Bureau in 1951. Personal computer. Computer has come a long way since then. In 1981, IBM introduced its first personal computer, PC, and in 1984, they introduced that advanced version of the personal computer called PC-80, Advanced Technology. These computers were smaller in size, faster in speed, more accurate, and more reliable. There are several types of personal computers available nowadays. For example, desktop computer, laptop computer, and tablet computer. Generations of computers. Generation means the production of creation of something. In terms of computers, it implies remarkable development and growth in computer technology. The growth of computer took place in 5 distinct phases called computer generations. The different computer generations are categorized according to the technology of basic computing elements. Now let us learn about these generations of computer. First generation computers, 1946 to 1958. The first generation of computers started in 1946. The makers of these computers used thousands of vacuum tubes, which were often huge, taking up the space of entire room. Features of first generation computers. They used vacuum tube technology. They used machine language. The size was very big. They were expensive. They produced a lot of heat. The operating system was very low. They were not much reliable. ENIAC and UNIVAC are the examples of first generation computers. Second generation computers, 1959 to 1964. In the late 1950s, the second generation computers were introduced. Second generation computers use transistors in place of vacuum tubes. Features of second generation computers. They used transistors, they used assembly language, the cost got reduced, the size became smaller, the operating system became faster, they produced a lot of heat. IBM 140, Mark III, and Leo are the examples of second generation computers. Third generation computers, 1965 to 1970. In the mid of 1960s, the development of integrated circuit was a major breakthrough, resulting in the introduction of the third generation computers. The transistors were replaced by the integrated circuits, also known as semiconductor chips, which made the computer more powerful and increased its speed and efficiency. Features of third generation computers. They used integrated circuits. They used high level language like Fortran and COBOL. The size became smaller. They generated less heat and were much reliable. They performed billions of instructions in a few seconds. Users interacted with keyboards and monitors which interfaced with an operating system. IBM 360, ICL 1900, CDC, etc. are the examples of third generation computers. Fourth generation computers, 1971 onwards. The fourth generation of computers started in 1971 and they used microprocessor, which is a single chip that does all the processing. The size of computer became very small as thousands of integrated circuits were built into a single chip. These computers became more powerful and they could be linked together from network, which led to the development of internet. Features of fourth generation computers. They used microprocessor, they used high level language like C, C++, and Java. They are multi-purpose computers. They are accurate, reliable, and very fast. Intel 4004, Macintosh, IBM 370, etc. are the examples of fourth generation computers. In 1981, IBM introduced its first personal computer, PC, for the home users, and in 1984 Apple introduced the Macintosh. Fifth generation computers, present and beyond. The fifth generation computers are based on artificial intelligence, AI. They are still in development. The main goal of the fifth generation is to develop the computers that can respond to natural language and are capable of learning and taking their own decisions. For example, robot. Features of fifth generation computers. The fifth generation computers will use super large scale integrated chips. They will have artificial intelligence. They will be able to recognize images and graphs. They will be able to solve highly complex problems, including decision making. They are intended to work with natural language. Thank you, and I hope you liked and understood my presentation.
Thank you guys for watching this video. If you understood this topic, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.